blah, comment, blah, like, blah, subscribe, whatever. Me personally, blah, I'm on Twitch, twitch.tv/metalcomedy. Tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Come hang out, blah, whatever. Business, done, party, now. Death Doom January continues with a band that I have absolutely never heard of, so you can expect a 100% professional and unbiased review with no fanboy fawning. I guess HOODED Menace releases Ossuarium Silhouette's Unhallowed today on Season of Mist. Up next, band bio time. Mostly written by one guy, new members. Jesus, these things always read the exact same. I could probably just use the same one and no one would even notice. Gives me an idea. Hailing from country, the band formed in year. I say band, but it is mostly the work of one person, genius, who writes almost everything. This time around, we are joined by new members. You want me to audition to be in the police? Well, I didn't prepare anything. I don't know if I... No. Hey, whoa, hey, that's okay. No, none of that. Hey, I thought you had things under control! As far as Death Doom goes, HOODED Menace has one of the most impressive discographies in the genre. They haven't quite cracked mainstream success, but that hasn't stopped them from putting out awesome records on great labels like Relapse, Profound Lore, and Dementia, among others. Ossuarium Silhouette's Unhallowed marks their 5th album, and with it comes the biggest change to their lineup and sound. Will this fulfill the curse of crossing the dead, causing effigies of evil to drip forth in the form of a bad album? I have no recollection of this band, Your Honor. So, up first, what's HOODED Menace about it? That means good. There's a new atmosphere permeating this whole album, down to the cover art. It's lighter, more airy, and beautiful than your average HOODED Menace record. But don't let those silhouettes fool you. They may look like beautiful maidens in a river, but if you look closely, it's still the blind dead. And that's going to be the story with this album. Let's find out what I'm talking about from a clip. That's the opening track for the album. I'm already feeling good. For my ears, HOODED Menace has always had the perfect guitar tone out of any band. Every time I hear it, I'm kind of like, For me, HOODED Menace has always sounded like the perfect continuation of what Winter started, which was exactly halfway between death and doom. Now this record has a bit more of a Peaceville 3 sound to it, which takes it a little from the death side, a little closer to the doom. I was going to show this all with records, but that's Sarah's thing. Go watch her reviews if you want to see a lot of records. So who you go to if you want your record to sound more Peaceville 3? Why you go to? Jamie Gomez Arellano. He's the guy who made the most recent Paradise Lost record sound so great, and unsurprisingly, this whole thing sounds awesome. The production is spot on, and HOODED Menace took to the style change so quick, you'd figure they'd be playing this way for years. They didn't abandon their old style, though. They just integrated a new sound into it. It's like when George St. Pierre learned to wrestle in like a day, and then he just started fucking everybody up. It ain't just about the guitars, though. The drums are fantastic as well. They're like an abusive dog owner, keeping you on a short leash and dragging you along an agonizing crawl one moment, and then dashing ahead 100 meters at the next. The bass is thick and chunky, and you can hear a nice wobble to the strings. It covers everything in a murk that prevents it from ever rising up too far. As far as vocals go, the switch from Lost to Hari will probably be fairly imperceptible to anyone except for strange perverts that own way too much Hooded Menace merch. And even for those perverts, they might say that Loss's voice is a little more original, but Hari's does a bang-up job throughout the whole thing, and I've got no complaints. To summarize, I'm glad I do these things behind a desk. Let's go to a clip. Look, man, I could sit here and listen to this whole album with you all day, but we gotta move on to what's not Hooded Menace about it. That means bad. What? Oh, apparently I have to say something, so, first time I listened to it, I was like, oh, I know what's wrong with it, it's too short. But then I looked at the length, and it's 41 minutes. And that's if you don't get the CD. If you get the bonus CD, it's got a Celtic Frost track on it. Pushed it up to 46, so, I don't know. Is that a complaint? Hey, it's score time! The only complaint I've ever heard about Hooded Menace is they can be a little bit one note. To fans of the band, that was a beautiful note played perfectly, so who the hell cares? But that's not even true anymore. They've added an entirely new dimension to their sound, pretty much balancing the four humors, and it sounds awesome. My problem with the last two Hooded Menace records were I don't know if they'll ever beat Never Cross the Dead in my mind. Well, this record didn't even try. It was like, hey, here's a cool new record. You can listen to it when you're in a different mood. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. This is a perfect example of a band expanding and experimenting with their sound while still staying true to it. And that's why I'm very obviously giving it 5 out of 5 Skulls of the Blind Dead. So as always, that's been the review. Head on over to BangerTV.com where you can leave your own 5 out of 5 for this 5 out of 5 album. Give it a 5 out of 5. And hey, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Come check me out on twitch.tv/metalcomedy tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. And we can all just talk about how great this Hooded Menace record is. It's great. So, what else is out this week? Well, we've got Portal, Ion, if you want some just weird-ass, strange-ass, weird-ass death metal.
Ass metal!
Also out this week, we've got Orphan Land with Unsung Prophets and Dead Messiahs. If you're sick and tired of the same boring Norse mythology in your folk metal, check these guys out. They're from the Middle East, so they integrate their mythology in, giving it a totally different vibe. Thumbs up. And, personal recommend, since we've got Finland's Hooded Menace, how can I not mention Finland's Decaying, releasing To Cross the Line, which is awesome death metal with an affixed vibe. So, if you like this record, I'm pretty sure you'll love that one too. That's been Blayne Smith. I've been Overkill Reviews. Have a good week.